Boop. I put my hair up in a ponytail because I could not be fucked with it today. It's pissing me off, so I just put it up like that. I got in the high one. I need to get it longer and I'll look like Zuko, you know? Just fucking smear some red shit on my eye. I'm waiting for more people to come along because I need to explain the fucking pure genius that I have fucking come up with. Like, I'm so smart. You know? Like, holy shit. Top Knot Gang! Dude, I'm fucking into this game. I'm into this game. I need to open up my stuff. There it is. There's all my notes. Which I don't need anymore because I'm too fucking smart. You know? You hear me? Do you hear me? I'm fucking genius. I'm actually really excited. I'm really excited for this. I'm surprised Chris hasn't come along yet. Figured he'd be right on top of this. I'm really stoked. I'm really stoked because this is gonna be like. This is gonna look real good. This game, I'm gonna look so good this stream. You know, I'm just gonna fucking like call this. You know, I've called this entire fucking case. You know, I've called this entire fucking case. I'm too fucking smart. I'm hyped. I'm real fucking hyped. About to celebrate with some fucking rockets after this. I'm gonna out and go buy myself some rockets. I'm not gonna do that, but I'd like to. Like me some rockets. I'm very excited. I've also got a... I got something, I don't know. Dude, Streamlabs, I love you. I do not care. I do not care that Icy Nugs has subscribed a year ago. Don't care. That was a long time ago. Not really relevant to me anymore. I don't even know. I've never seen Icy Nugs. Oh shit, I just opened my dashboard. There it is. There he is. You're tired? Well, guess what, Bubster? You wanted this. Hey, Kenny. Yeah, I could not be fucked with my hair today. So I just put it up in that. I'm about to look like Zuko from Avatar, my guy. You know I'm about to look like Zuko. You know, about to smear some red shit over my eye and fucking talk about the Avatar. I don't know. All right, 3 people is enough. Let's fucking do this. I hope Jordan comes along. If anyone knows how to get a hold of Jordan, they should bring him along because he's going to want to see this. Because I'm about to break down this whole fucking case. Just you watch. You know I'm about to. Okay. That is actually a pain in the ass. That's a lot of people. Okay. So. Here's how it all went down. Here are our truth bullets. We have a very small Monokuma file, and we have a number, we have a blue tarp, a repository dolly, Hifumi's glasses, spotless hammer, repository door, equipment broom, bloodstain, glasses cleaning cloth, plus account, Yasuhiro's message, Robo Justice blueprints, Robo Justice costume, Yasuhiro's account, broken wristwatch, Kiyotaka's scrap of paper, the note Hifumi had, and the e-handbook. Now, here's the timeline of events as they happened in the game. 6 a.m. Taka dies. We know that because the watch is broken. At 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., Hina, Kyoko, Makoto, and Sakura were all waiting in the hall. Celeste and Hifumi at that time allegedly were attacked in the rec room. I will get to that in a second. No, actually, no. I'm just going to go right through. What actually happened is that Celeste and Hifumi planned and fabricated an attack in the rec room. A, Celeste was not actually injured. B, no one's gonna drag Hifumi away. There was already a problem with how you transported Hifumi's body, let alone when he's kicking and screaming. It's tough enough to move him when he's not moving. So, it is impossible, it is very unlikely that anyone actually dragged Hifumi away. Now, granted, what we also learned is that the Robo Justice costume was not able to bend their waist at more than 90 degrees, and we will come back to that in a moment. But what's more probable is that the costume is notably stiff. It is, you can't just get out of it. This isn't just cardboard. This isn't something you can just bust out of. It is apparently some sort of, probably metal. At the very least, it's not something that is easily dismissed, and so it's probably pretty sturdy. Sturdy enough to... Oh, we don't get the picture. Sturdy enough to stand on its own, or at least be propped up by Hifumi to fabricate a picture using the camera. Which, by the way, they're saying that they were able to sneak a picture of a camera with Robo Justice facing them during an attack maybe 6 feet away. And injured. Injured enough to go unconscious, by the way. So, a little while later, at about 8:15, we discover Celeste. Hina discovers Celeste, comes and grabs Sakura and Makoto. Hifumi was attacked and apparently taken away, and this is when Kyoko disappears. While Kyoko did disappear, it is not important for this case because she is not guilty. While I don't have any direct proof that she is not guilty, I have proof that other people are and can place them at the scene of the crime more reliably. While Kyoko, narratively, it doesn't make sense for her to be the imposter or be responsible because she's already incredibly implicated, and we all know that this game is way smarter than that. So, Kyoko disappears, Hifumi was taken away, you go to the second floor, and we meet up with Byakuya and Toko, who we know are not responsible for this murder because, A, this is way too messy for Byakuya, and he fucking hates it, and Toko already is way too implicated to do anything, and Toko's way too scared to do anything, especially so brutal, and Genocide Jill has her main method of killing. Also, Toko and Genocide Jill are both way too infatuated with Byakuya to be doing anything besides watching him 24/7. We then found Hifumi injured in the library and brought him down to the nurse's office. This is important because he, again, was not fully injured at this time, if I recall correctly. He was just injured. He wasn't bloodied. He was perfectly fine. Now, it is notable that if we were in the dining hall when said attack happened, that means that Hifumi would have been able to go from the dining hall to the library pretty easily. At this time, we saw a shadow we brought him to the nurse's office and left him with Celeste and Hina. I'll come back to that in a second. Then, Celeste saw a shadow at the top of the stairs. Then they stayed behind while the rest of us ran upstairs. We dick around up in the second floor. Celeste is having us run all around, and then after we search the entirety of the second floor, then she sees the third at the third floor. So we go up to the third floor. She sees Robo Justice running down to the edge of the hall. Again, Celeste is the only person who's seeing this thing. This means that RJ was in the repository. I theorized that it meant he was killing Taka, but that is incorrect. Taka's already long dead by this point. Byakuya, Toko, and Sakura go to the equipment room, while Celeste, Hina, and Makoto go down to the nurse's office when we hear Hifumi scream. The reason that Celeste had us running around the second floor and the third floor is for Hifumi to prepare the crime scene. That involves breaking open a bag of blood and going the fuck to sleep or something. I don't know. That's just what happened. He fakes the crime scene, gets the blood over his head, because if you get smacked in the back of the head, it's not going to drip down over top of your glasses if you get hit on the back of the head, and he pretends now to be dead. They go back down. No. We left Hifumi alone in the room. Sorry. Initially, I got lots of stuff. So we go back downstairs. Three of us go downstairs. Three of them stay upstairs. We find Celeste, Hina, and Makoto go to the nurse's office. Celeste and Hina step out of the nurse's office, gone for a minute or two, while we go back to... I'm getting stuff mixed up because I'm sure things happen. Either way, I think Makoto goes up to join Byakuya, Toko, and Sakura. He goes up to inform them that Hifumi's dead, only to find that Taka is also dead. At this point, Celeste and Hina step out of the nurse's office. Perfect time for Hifumi to get up and walk up. The reason we know this is because his glasses were clear. Who's going to need to clear the glasses? The person who's alive and needs to move from one room to the other. So, Hifumi goes up the stairs. We're only gone for a minute or two. There's no way someone could have moved the body, but someone certainly could have just gotten up and left. Sakura, Byakuya, and Makoto go back to the nurse's office. Toko fainted in the equipment room. Celeste arrives in the science lab to say the body has disappeared. Once we go back to the nurse's office, and that's when Celeste shows up to say that the body has disappeared. Possibly to keep us there while Hifumi is making his move, but otherwise we were up in that room, so we were safe to go while he goes up to hide literally anywhere on the second floor. It doesn't matter. Hifumi could have been anywhere on the second floor. Hell, he could have been somewhere on the third floor because we weren't searching at that point. Celeste comes upstairs and drags us down to the nurse's office herself to make sure that Hifumi doesn't get caught hiding. Because Hifumi's not that great at hiding, let's be honest. But you are really good at hiding when you have a whole fucking floor to hide on and no one's looking for you. So, when everyone's down in the nurse's office hemming and hawing about how he disappeared, that's when Hifumi goes up, grabs the trolley, moves Taka, because he's probably weak as shit. He can't fucking carry Taka. And they move to the repository. They were in the equipment room. Then he moves to the repository behind the art room. That's when everyone goes back up to check on Toko. And lo and behold, now Taka is gone because Hifumi dragged him. So we go to search for the bodies. The repository door is locked during this time I checked, so it doesn't check out. Who finds them? Celeste. Celeste finds them, and Hifumi is dead at this point. Sorry, no. Hifumi is almost completely dead at this point. Because he got knocked the fuck out by Celeste using the spotless hammer. None of the other hammers were cleaned off, but she goes into the room to check on Hifumi and fucking whacks him, meaning that she gets away with a huge alibi saying that she was with the group the entire time these murders were happening. Hifumi is dead, can't say shit, and she gets away scot-free. I don't know what her motive is. It's quite possible that her motive was money. She's a gambler. While she may not need the money, it is still something she might want to gamble on. She's the ultimate gambler. Of course she's going to take the shot. Gamble for $1 million for the ultimate gambler? Easy. So she whacks Hifumi. Hifumi's now dead and probably stutters out Yasuhiro in some dazed trance because that is who they were going to pin it on. Everything was going to get pinned on Yasuhiro. So Hifumi, if he were knocked upside the back of the head and still alive, may very well think that the person who was going to kill him was Yasuhiro. And by the way, why did Hifumi get roped into this? Why did Hifumi get roped into killing Taka? Well, Hifumi already hated Taka because he was chilling with Chihiro. And what does Hifumi want more than anything in the world? Man, he really wants women. In the most disgusting, deplorable way possible. Celeste has already been proven to be able to control Hifumi just by being a bit of a bitch. And god damn it, it is child's play to convince Hifumi to work with you to get out. I don't know, probably promise him some tang in the end. Boom! That is the whole case. Celeste is the ultimate one responsible for it. Hifumi was one of the killers. They fabricated everything to pin it all on Yasuhiro. Kyoko's completely innocent. Probably. I still think Yasuhiro is the traitor. And we have it all. Just to go through everything else, the repository dolly was used to move the body. The tarp. This might be right. I don't have anything for that right now. I'm sure there's probably some pieces that will come up during the thing. Hifumi's glasses were clean because he had to move. Spotless hammer was because she killed him. The repository door was locked from the inside because Hifumi was still alive at this time. And then when everyone's gone, Celeste sneaks in, kicks the shit out of Hifumi, and moves. It can only be locked from the out inside. While I originally thought that there was potentially a secret passage between the two, that is not the case. Hifumi was inside at this time. Equipment room bloodstain. Dolly was moved. Boom. Glasses cleaning cloth. Clean the blood off the glasses. It was Hifumi's cloth, by the way. Celeste's account. Hifumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left the nurse's office to use the bathroom. They weren't gone for more than a minute or two. That's totally fine. All I needed to do was get up and walk away as soon as they left the room. Yasuhiro's message. Remarkably neat and clear. I don't actually have something for this right now. Robo Justice blueprints. Honestly, could have been any number of things. I don't think it really matters. One of the two of them, likely Hifumi, put this together. Was there more to it? Maybe. It's possible that Yasuhiro wanted him to make the suit for him, and then they used it to kill him. Robo Justice costume, only Yasuhiro fits into it. Easy, all they need to do is fucking, I don't know, whack him, put him to sleep. I don't know, literally anything. And then stuff him in the suit, and you've got yourself an alibi. Yasuhiro's account. It is possible, by the way, that all of this happened. The picture and everything was taken while Yasuhiro was in the suit. Broken Wristwatch says that he was killed at 6 o'clock. Perfect. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper possibly had during the murder of Hifumi. Hifumi would have hid this. Fucking obviously. E-handbook. Owner's name is displayed each time the handbook is booted up. It is believed that no handbooks were involved in carrying out the murders this time. They may be relevant, though. That's it. I also want to check something really quickly. I want to check the size between Yasuhiro, who's 6 feet, and Hifumi, who's 5'7". So, size probably works out. I might just end up doing that. I've got a lot of V2 to go, so I might take you up on that one, Kenneth. All right. That's it. I think it's time to solve a fucking murder. Let me make sure my skills are set. I don't know if I got any new ones. Oh, breathing technique. Okay, now I need to actually, like, choose. Oh, I need to actually choose this. Hold on. I want that for sure. Hold on. I'm gonna... That's gonna make things a lot easier. I don't think I need that. Increases the time limit for each phase. Effective in any class for trial. I don't think I need more time. I want that. More health is good. I like that. I like that. I think that's probably good. I don't think I need Lost in Thought. I don't think I need that either. I think I'm going to go with this. More focus gauge is just going to make things easier, I think. We'll try that out. Let's do it. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone
I don't know, like
besides the black
250.
and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
was that?
It was Hero. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
She's going to push that point because people are already believing it.
Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hero, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
You don't need to do that, dude.
It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you?
How long is Welcome to the Game?
I don't know.
Depending on its length, I can just do it at some point. Is Hero really the killer? No. Case closed. Okay. Robot Justice costume, blueprints, and the message.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Okay, I need to listen to that one again. How do I hold on. Dude, I cannot fucking remember how to... Controls is... Select choose bullet as mouse wheel. What's the other one for checking for doing the selecting the mouse bullet?
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit part. That you are the culprit.
Okay, it's Yasuhira's message.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
How do I fucking change the goddamn things? I hate doing this. I hate scrolling.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
3 hours per run?
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are.
Oh my fucking god. Actually, fuck this.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not.
No, it's not. It's not hold right click. It's not hold right click.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts.
No, that's wrong.
Because the handwriting is different.
Are we sure Hero really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this.
Also, the fact that she's leading the case implies that she's, like, trying to actively push in a certain direction.
It's the note that Hero wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
Yeah.
He's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
What?
Yeah, it's your boy. No one or him.
Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious
No.
individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Yasuhiro.
So, who was in?
Hero. The Illuminati. Yeah, I wanted to go with it.
Other than Hero, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then
So you don't get hacked?
Hiro
Oh
tried to
no!
suspect-
Wait! I do know what Welcome to the Game is. Fuck no! Bless your heart, dude. Bless your heart, but fuck that. That's the one where it's like the Rush. You're on the computer and there's Russian hackers, as well as like the police and all that shit. Is that it? Right? And you have to like search the dark web. I think that's the game you're talking about, right? It's like a horror game. I think I'd rather fucking die. Oh god, I hate horror, dude. I hate horror. Especially those kinds. I'm scared. Fucking be so panicky.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'd probably be funny.
Said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit.
I like
but he's
Byakuya.
not the
He's a
culprit.
piece of shit, but I like him.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice.
Oh god. I'm sorry, but like, oh.
Now that's a bold assumption.
I have neighbors that I need to not piss off.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Must have been.
I got it!
Still one more thing.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right? So, let's... Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp.
Something to
right?
note at this time, by the way, to further my theory of why, to what leads into that Hifumi was whacked here and not originally, it was fake, is because there was blood pouring down the front of his face and onto his glasses when he was hit in the nurse's office. This time he was hit with a bigger hammer, I think. I don't know for sure. and the blood doesn't even touch the front of his face, only dribbling down the side of his head.
It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we
Perspective
first
is
found
weird.
Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
It also explains why use the tarp for one but not the other.
Use the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
The reason that they had to find something on the spot is because Hifumi's a piece of shit. The plan likely was always to move Taka's body, but Hifumi's so fucking lazy that he used the dolly to do it. Or too fat to pick him up.
Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Playing the crowd.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what
Jesus
is going on
Christ.
around you.
Playing with the opponent's character. Just been moving the equipment because of the tracks. How are you still adding new things? Reloading? Fucking why? Tempo marker, you'll see an ammo count up until... What the fuck? Why? Why? Why did you do that? Wait, what's fever time again? What's fever time? Wait, what's fever time? What's fever time? What? I actually need help. And also, why so early? Why so early? Lock on. Okay, truthful. Activate fever time is space. Okay.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable
Wait,
wretch.
what? Oh, fuck. Okay.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
Oh, I can do
your
both at the
worst,
same
you
time.
miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
Holy shit, I cut that one fucking close, I think.
This should prove it.
I think I fucking cut that one really close. That was fucking disgusting. That was shameful.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
That was gross.
When
I
found
feel
the dolly
so
in the
bad.
repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with the tire.
I can't wait to see her
that
I
matched
cannot
the
wait to see
wheel's
her
tread.
her death.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire,
I feel like
moved
it
the
might
body into the
end. No, no, no.
repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. let's get back to the main subject.
Really? I fucked that up so much.
Yeah,
I didn't hit it. I fucked. I
Didn't do it.
don't know.
Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Oh shit. Holy shit. Okay. Robo Justice costume, repository dolly, and Robo Justice blueprints. It's gonna be the costume.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah.
Cycle Bolts is Q, right? That's what I was looking for.
Then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Nope. Okay.
Shoot!
I should have listened to it more. It's all right.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Let me check this real quick. Sorry.
And from there, the body...
Look at my truth bullets. The costume is the one that can't bend, right? Yeah. Let me listen to it.
Yeah. Then loaded it on.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
What the fuck?
Shoot!
What did you want? I should just listen to the whole
And
thing.
from there,
Yeah. Then loaded it on.
now keep in mind.
Well, yeah. All you'd have to do is bend over. Then you could push the dolly, no problem.
I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game.
Sorry.
I hate this game. It's so fucking frustrating.
As we know, Taka was killed.
No! I just... How do I so damn... Why can't I remember the fucking controls? What's concentrated space?
From there, the body was...
Yeah. Then loaded it onto the.
Now, keep in mind that the...
Well, yeah. But
All you'd have to do is bend over.
She sounds different.
No, that's wrong.
God, I fucking suck. I suck at this game so bad. I've planned the whole fucking thing.
You could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
what do you mean?
Thanks, Top Knot, bro. Thanks for complimenting my Top Knot, bro. Top Knot, bro.
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I think it's off center, but fuck it. Yeah, it's definitely off center, but. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Can't take off the suit. Yourself.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't know what's actually up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
Couldn't have killed anyone either.
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
I'm ready. I'm ready, Celeste. Come at me. I know what's going on there. Let's go.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice.
Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, let's go. I'm gonna fucking knock this bitch flat.
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
That guy hit me. I'm not voicing him. I don't want to do it.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Don't worry, Aoi. I got it figured out, okay? We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. I figured out the whole fucking thing. Forget about it.
Conclusion.
Hey, forget about it. I figured out the whole damn thing. This broad's not gonna go anywhere except into hell. Fucking gambling bitch.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Yes, Kyoko, we should. Every single possibility that I thought of. Let's
From one
go.
viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Fucking duck and dodge.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Maybe we'll uncover something new.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have
Kyoko might have been looking for, Kyoko was looking for, alter ego.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko
So she didn't want to tell Makoto because he might be a suspect to her.
All right then. Let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Yeah.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
Immediately starts playing, trying to get people to sympathize.
I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
Byakuya.
He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect.
Yo, fucking Sakura hitting him with the power stance. Doesn't even have the time of day to fully face him when she gives her fucking explanation. Just kind of over the shoulder like, I don't need to tell you shit. I'm going to run down this whole fucking thing, and I'm not even going to look directly at you. Unless I'm in a profile picture. Then I'm going to stare directly into your soul.
But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
I don't know if that's a terrible poker face or an intentionally bad poker face.
We decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. Again, beyond out of character. Over explaining where he went, like he had it planned. Again, immediately guiding people's attentions. He has this planned. Guiding attention and moving people where they need to be for this to all go down.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
Not dead. Blood splatter across this thing, and now... Do people sweat when they're dead?
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor.
There was... I think there was only one body announcement. Body discovery announcement. Right? And it only played when Byakuya, Toko, and Sakura went and discovered Taka's body. It didn't play when we found Hifumi's because he wasn't dead yet.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again. But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for
So
2
far,
missing dead
so good.
bodies. And after some...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies.
He already knows.
To the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I don't know if you can find enough. You certainly can't find enough to get Hifumi. I can tell you that much. Also, she don't have a vat. She doesn't have a vat to put it in. I think. Also, time. I don't think you have enough time.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions in what happened, hidden what happened to Taka. Okay, let's get to it. I don't know what we're about to talk about here.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Broken wristwatch.
Say that.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious.
I think it's broken wristwatch on the other thing.
So, regarding Taka's death,
I wonder if he, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Really?
Shoot!
so, regarding Taka's death.
Wait, no, maybe. The other thing is his account. It wouldn't be his.
Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
Yeah, I know. Thought I'd give it out there.
Shoot!
So,
Oh, oopsies.
regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death...
They're just gonna fucking... destroyed 100... Oh, okay, cool. No, I fired at the,
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
I fired at the order and I fired at the other thing, right?
So,
So
regarding-
hold on. I fired at him coming last, right?
I wonder if he, or perhaps it was. We already know what.
I fired at... Did I fire at order twice? Did I not fire at last?
Taka came last.
Wait, hold on. What did I fucking fire at? Because I don't want to fire it a third time. Because I will. What did I fire at? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm not gonna fucking fire at it until I know. Oh, you are. Okay, fuck. Okay, so where'd I go? That would make things easy.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regard...
Yasuhira's message. That has nothing to do with it, so it has to be the wristwatch. Is it this?
I wonder if he or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice.
I'm about to fucking lose this goddamn...
So, regarding Taka's death,
I wonder if he...
or perhaps it was
We already know what order the Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer,
While Taka's death
came
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regarding Taka's death,
Okay, hold on.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true.
I'm about to
that Hifumi
fucking
was
scream, dude.
Justice Hammer. While
I'm about to lose my goddamn mind.
After. So, I wonder if... Or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the
Numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh my
No, that's not.
fucking god.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
I don't like the way that was done. I get it. I don't like the way that was done.
If anything,
I don't think that was...
just another way the killer tried
I
to
know I hit the
disguise their
noise.
actions.
I don't think that was a plausible way to convey what that meant. Like, I don't think the way that they made me contradict that statement was a plausible didn't make sense.
So you're saying the culprit
I don't
wanted
give a
us
shit.
to think the hammer, but in
We're moving on.
reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's...
Oh my god, what is this? Is this the fucking luckiest Hangman's Gambit in the world? Holy shit, look at me go! I'm zooming! What the fuck was that? That was
Now I
crazy.
understand.
Now I understand.
I've got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just
That's the
at
luckiest
clock.
goddamn Hangman's Gambit I will ever get, ever.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
I'm not gonna fucking...
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice...
I wonder what Celeste, like,
That's
is
exactly
gonna say to
why
this.
The culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Celeste might have planned this.
May be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
I don't know if that's a good thing, Hina. I feel like oh, thank God, I'm only implicated for 1 murder instead of 2. Oh, jeez.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Stop saying Kyoko. It's
We all ran
Kyoko.
down to the nurse's office, and that's
Fucking-
where we found his body.
Gaijins? Gaijin? Gaijins. I think that's right. Which I don't know if that's actually a slur, but.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know. They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
I don't know. I love this
Stop
dude.
making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At
See, that's
that
where I was
point,
going wrong. I
we
was
were
trying
all
to think about
gathered
how,
together
because I
with
knew
Yoshi
Celeste had to have
and
done it.
Hifumi going
I
on.
knew Celeste had to have done it because of a number of things that I was already kind of suspicious about. And then this was the moment where I was like, but Celeste couldn't have done it. She was not. And then I remembered he was still fucking alive. When we found him, he said something. So he doesn't need her to move him if he's fucking dead. Or alive. Damn it. Fuck the whole thing up.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
That's why.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
Except he wasn't dead. He wasn't dead. He wasn't dead. Let's go.
We can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got
That checks out. That's what the hair comes from.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
That's right. My time would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Not possible.
Man, yeah. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move.
Oh! What is oh, can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Oh, vindication. What? I don't even need to play this game. I don't even know why I'm playing. They're just showing me stuff I already know. I don't give a shit. What do you mean playing? Oh, guys, this game is so boring. It's just repeating shit. Oh. Man, Danganronpa really dropped it with the third trial. Fucking all they're doing is giving me information I already know. It's like just flashback after flashback. Oh, wait! It ain't no flashback because I fucking knew it! Yeah, I knew it! I knew this! My brain swelling. I'm feeling an aneurysm coming on. God, right after this stream, I'm gonna have to have Nick drive me to the fucking hospital. Because my brain's just gonna be pouring out of my ears and nose. Holy shit. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Mimakoto be big dumped up for story.
Dead body moved on its own?
It's a zombie.
No, not another.
Oh, come on. You know it's a zombie by this point. That's what you know. See, that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. He's a terrible fucking clairvoyant. A clairvoyant would know the difference between a zombie and a ghost.
I I
A
don't think it
ghost.
has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
You knew that he was alive, you dumb broad.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office?
Holy
Simply
shit,
walked
Ken.
out on his own?
Jesus.
But I mean, we found his body.
No, he wasn't. You cried him awake.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
Oh, she's stammering. Never good for the gambler. Very possible. Performance special equipment bloodstains.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead, and that is. Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
She kind of sounds like Aoi when she's
Are you
spit out.
saying that when we first found there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
It is in Hifumi was dead.
And you know that.
Surely you heard the body discovery. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
I don't have enough health to play this game.
Shoot!
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi and there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
It is in Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body. Hifumi's dead body, and that is.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
What pisses me off right now is that I know what happened, but I can't put the pieces together in the right way. Oh my fucking god. I'm at half fucking heart.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to
Can I... Hold on, I'm gonna check something. Okay, I can.
When we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive.
Okay, I'm gonna do...
No.
How do I get rid of this fucking bullet, though?
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
Okay, I can just do
And
that.
you know that
How? Surely you heard the body.
Hifumi's dead body,
And that is.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he was actually
No. Hifumi was dead.
I didn't think you could go backwards.
You heard the body discovery.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Fuck me, finally. Thank God.
Was the body discovery announcement that was
I didn't know you could go
only
backwards as
intended
well.
for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
Did I?
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
I knew that.
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
I forgot about that. Oh, that's gonna fuck me, isn't it?
Shoot.
He didn't come back to life! You can't do that! Okay. I'm angry. I actually... You haven't missed that much. I'm going to restart from the start. I'm going to Alt F4. I don't actually know how much this is going to reveal. Going to go back to the start. I'm going to pretend that the whole stream hasn't happened yet while I fucking speed through everything. Okay. Welcome, Arabella. I'm going to explain to you what fucking happened. With the notes up on my screen while I'm trying to go through everything. Basically, Taka died at 6 o'clock. Hina, Kyoto, Makoto, Sakura, and everyone discovered they came in at 7 o'clock into the dining hall. Can I please skip this? I love that intro, but I'm not going to do it. Celeste and Nafumi were attacking the rec room. That is wrong. They fabricated the whole thing. I don't know if Yasuhiro was in the suit at this time, but it's not important because the suit was sturdy enough in order to be pretended that something was in there. It's impossible that Celeste would have been able to get a picture of the assailant while they were currently attacking them. Plus, she went unconscious during the attack. Second of all, Hifumi is too fat to move. Everyone has already implicated that. How would you be able to move his body when he's unconscious? How the hell would you be able to move his body while he's kicking and screaming? Not possible. So, that was a lie. They fabricated the picture in order to implicate him. Then Hina discovers Celeste and grabs Sakura and Makoto. Celeste was not that injured, and if she was, it wasn't even that injured, and clearly not enough to knock her unconscious, because because we already had someone knocked unconscious, and they had blood. She didn't have any blood. Kyoko disappears. That doesn't matter. We'll leave that to the side. I think maybe she was looking for alter ego, but I don't know 100%. Met up with Byakuya and Toko. Doesn't matter. Neither of them are implicated because Byakuya is too fucking smart for something like this, and Toko loves Byakuya too much. Also, Toko's scared of blood, and Genocide Jill has her way of killing people, and it's certainly not with hammers. We found Ifumi injured in the library, brought him down to the nurse's office. Doesn't matter that we found him in the library because he sucks. All he needed was to plant himself, put a little bit of blood on his fucking head. and then take him down to the nurse's office where he will do the rest of his thing. Celeste is running this entire fucking show. She saw a shadow at the top of the stairs, leads them up there. Everyone finds some food. We go to the 3rd floor. We see Robo Justice, quote unquote. We fucking do a bunch of things. We run around. We go to the nurses. Meanwhile, we see, we hear Hifumi being injured. So, all around, everything about them going to the 2nd floor after finding Hifumi and seeing the shadow and then going to the 3rd floor was giving Hifumi enough time to prep the crime scene, which is dumping a bag of blood on his head, covering his glasses, which I can disprove later, which I can disprove as being a plausible way for him to be dead later, and then, being unconscious. Once everyone runs back down, which by the way, Celeste was guiding everyone during this time, they go upstairs, find the body. They go downstairs, find the body. Only Taka's announcement plays because only he was dead at this time. When Makoto goes up, leaving Celeste and Aoi in the room. Celeste takes Aoi out of the room when she's sick, so Hifumi gets a chance to get up, walk up, go to the 2nd floor, and disappear. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter where he was hitting and how good he is at hiding, because when they're about to come back downstairs, Celeste goes up, grabs them, brings them right back down to the 1st floor, so Hifumi can sneak back upstairs, go to the 3rd floor, drag the body away, and lock himself in the repository. Everyone fucking looks up. They go back up to the top floor because, oh no, we left Toko in there. Both bodies are gone. Doesn't fucking matter. They start looking for the body. I went to check the repository. The repository was locked. Eventually, Celeste, again, finds the bodies somehow, and both bodies are dead. How did they die? Fucking Celeste whacked Hifumi right then and there. Hence why the hammer was bloodied. Or hence why there was a wet hammer, is because he had to wipe the blood off of it. And why the repository door was locked is because Hifumi locked the door, waited for Celeste to show herself and let herself into the room where he would then got whacked. Why would he help her? Because he would bend over backwards for any fucking woman who even looks in his direction. And he hates Taka at this point in time too, because Taka is fused with Mondo and really likes Alter Ego. What did I miss? Oh yeah. The reason that he claimed Yasuhiro's the one who killed him is because he was probably delirious enough to think that that was still the plan that they had. The whole plan was to make the suit for Yasuhiro, lock him up in it, and force him to confess all of his shit. And and plant everything on him. That's the alibi. I've solved this entire fucking case, and I'm getting tripped up by the goddamn truth bullets because I know what needs to be said, but I can't say it in the right way. God, fuck. Fuck you. I'm a little angry right now. I'm not gonna lie. I've solved this entire fucking case. It's easy. It's easy. This whole case is fucking simple. Okay, let me fucking figure out my skills, and I'll go back into it. I need that. I need that. Increase the time limit for each phase. I actually don't give a shit about that. I want to steady my aim because that makes it a lot easier. Having that can go off, that can go on. And I'll have that because it's the only one that makes sense. Okay.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough.
I want to make sure I have this right.
I don't know anything. It's not true. It's a
Hiro, why?
No, just hold on a second.
Okay, it's the room with Yasuhiro's
Everything
message.
we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. I don't need to. I'm not gonna go back through all this, but I'll explain things more as I go through. It was Hiro in the suit, and by the way, I still think that Yasuhiro is the traitor. It was the blue tarp.
I got it.
And there's one more. And the dolly. Oh, by the way, right in that picture, sorry, I didn't get the chance to show that picture more, but that is when Hifumi's actually been hit and killed, and the blood is not dripping down the front of his face onto his eyes. Which, by the way, is the reason we know that he walked up and we're going to have to solve it using this is because he wiped his glasses, and the only reason you need to wipe the glasses is because if you need to use them to see where you're going. God, Hifumi's actually fucking useless. He can't even murder someone right. I'm sure Celeste told him what to do, and he couldn't even do that right.
So
okay, I'm gonna fuck this one up, but... Well, I'm not gonna fuck it up, but...
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree.
Alright, okay.
I cannot agree.
Did it. There it is. I actually didn't want it to be... the reason I Alt F4, by the way, is because I don't know for sure if it reveals who it is, and I didn't want to know. Because I want, at the end, to be able to say that I knew from the fucking start that it's Celeste and Hifumi, and Celeste is the final killer. Celeste is going to get executed tonight. I swear to God.
There was a pool of blood in the killer, and...
I don't remember what this one is.
As we know, Taka was killed, and from there,
Yeah, the culprit rat then loaded it onto the dolly.
Now, keep in mind that...
Well, yeah, but even without a hand, all you'd have to do is bend over.
There it is.
No, that's wrong.
Got it. Okay, then whatever. Wait, Kenneth, do you know this game? You never see. There it is. I vary in energy levels, but I promise you, if there's anyone in this group who's good at playing the fucking, like from Game Grumps, Aaron Hansen plays up being angry. I promise you, I'm just playing up being angry, but I am damn good at it. It all depends on my energy level. I'll play many different levels of like pissed. Also, by the way, Arabella, just so you know, I figured all this out on Saturday night. In like I was pacing around Nick's room for like Nick's like living room for like an hour and a half, hashing out this entire fucking theory, and at this point, way better than Ace Attorney. I am fucking well into this game. The fact that I can have a big like Sherlock Holmes moment and actually figure out this case prior to doing it, I'm after it. I am good at that. I am good at that, Kenneth. You are correct. You are correct, according to multiple people. The multiple people part is maybe the worst part about that. Okay, revamping the whole thing, whatever, we all know. At this point, by the way, before you were here, I made a whole bit about like, oh, this game is, they really blew with this third trial. Like, this is so boring. They're just telling me things I already know, all these flashbacks. But psych, it's because I'm too smart and I figured all this out. I'm the best. I'm the big smart. My brain is massive. That's why I had to do up in the top knot today. Pull up the ponytail because I had to let it breathe, you know? It's working too hard. Again, she's guiding everyone during this time, telling people exactly where to go and when to go there, because she's buying time for Hifumi. There it is again, the picture of him. Oh, there it goes. Okay, now hopefully I get this right.
So,
I wonder if he died before perhaps it was after.
we already know what order they were killed. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice
No, that's not right.
It's true that he
Wait, right?
was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
While Taka's death,
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
What was the one for this one?
So, regarding Taka's death,
I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
it's
me.
true that Hifumi was while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
What is this game? What is this game?
See? So it's
I hit that.
so. I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What? Oh, I hit
What
someone's
makes you
foot.
say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh, fire.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
Fuck. No!
Came from a sword.
See? So it's obvious Taka
I can't play this fucking
So,
game.
I wonder if he, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
Is it numbering to order?
Say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi
God, I
was killed with
can't.
Justice Hammer 3.
I can't. I'm fucking blind, dude.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed.
Fuck!
No, that's
Holy shit. I need some fucking... I need some iced tea. Give me a second. Holy shit. I'm like
There's no
sweating.
reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
Yo, my palms... My knees weak. No. My palms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. I'm Asian, but I suck at StarCraft. Hey, man. Alright. Oh, I'm not gonna get the luck. Oh, my God. Oh, wait. No, maybe I will.
Now I understand.
It's okay.
I've got
No,
it.
it's
Taka's
iced tea.
wristwatch.
Yeah, I ordered stuff again. Don't judge me.
See?
Okay, I think this is where we were. Right? Was this it?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse, there's a chance he was actually...
Okay, it's... What was it again? It was... Someone else's discovery into a body. Okay.
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead body, and that is.
are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first, there's a chance?
No. It is Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovered.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Got it. There.
No, that's wrong.
True. True, Ken.
Was the body discovery announcement that?
Of course.
Yeah, we already did this one.
It's
That didn't...
Okay. It was when both bodies were rediscovered. Yeah.
I got it. We heard it.
No, actually, now that I think about it, now I think back on it, that was dumb. I was stupid. I picked the wrong one. Ding dong, ding dong. There it is. Yeah, yeah. A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin. I don't play first-person shooters, man.
But it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yes.
If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the
Announcement
announcement
shouldn't
shouldn't
play because
have played.
Hifumi. Well, Hifumi wasn't dead at that point. I don't know.
When the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
A body has been discovered.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Glasses.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
So because she's now put on the back foot, she's talking a lot more than you should be in this situation. Remember that if you're guilty, stop fucking talking.
Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
That is true. Okay, here we go. Another fucking round. Here we go. Holy shit. Hifumi's glasses, repository dolly, repository door. It's gonna be Hifumi's glasses, I think.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
There it is.
No,
Alright, hold on. I paused. I didn't just go fucking firing.
in fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only
Congrats, Ken.
in the beginning.
How'd you go?
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
How'd it go, Ken? I don't know what to call you. Yeah.
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office.
Hey, 95%, man. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Nice. 95. Let's fucking go, man. Nice. Oh shit, I need to fucking do this. Nice, man. Congratulations. That's what I'm fucking talking about. It was that.
I got it.
I got it.
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring.
Well,
a
man.
certain
Fucking
cartoon
95. Damn, man.
One look at the blood.
Hell yeah. Get that shit out of here. Finish it. Get it out of here. We got other shit to do. I got games to play, Teach. I gotta go. Just greater. Let me get that fuck out of here.
This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi.
That's where I'm like at right now. Hey, you know, it's I gotta get out of here, Teach. I got places to be. Let's go. Let's go. That's the voice of my. I used it in D&D the other day, so I'm all fucking like hyped up on that accent. Hey, I'm walking in, man. Hey, you talking to me? You talking to me? Yeah, there's no one else here, so you must be talking to me.
And the mascot on the cloth
Hey!
is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
What's gonna cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera. I'm fucking hyped tonight. I'm just having a great night.
Hifumi's, of course.
Three different English courses? Jesus.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel.
Worst name. Worst name I've ever heard in my life. 3 art classes? Christ.
I highly
It's a lot of
doubt
art.
anyone
A lot of
but
drawing.
Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
Toko, Hifumi,
I wouldn't be
Byakuya.
dead using a tacky piece of garbage like
I
that.
forgot about him.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning.
I'm huge brain, man. Ignore the part where I failed this trial. Ignore that one. That didn't happen. The real, I mean, it all started when it started when Arabella showed up as soon as the stream started. Nothing else happened prior to that.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Yeah, exactly. I'm way ahead of it.
Right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet.
I don't know why this game keeps... they keep telling me these things. I know. You explained... Oh, wait. You didn't explain it to me. I'm just that smart. I'm having a great time tonight, guys. Everyone drink your water. Don't look at me. I'll drink water later. I don't know. Wow. I am hyper right now. Wow. I'm, like, just hyped up to see, like... I think it's... Okay, you have to understand. Again... This is my, like, Sherlock Holmes parlor room moment, and I'm just sitting here getting validated front to back. So this is, like, I'm getting so many good vibes right now. This is amazing.
And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse.
Copious corpse.
Wouldn't you say?
Yikes.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point,
Not doing it for me.
the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
And then we're gonna move on to how did Hifumi die for real then? And that's where we're gonna get her. That's where we're gonna get it. Hifumi moved her body.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
That pissed me off, but now it makes sense.
The door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case.
He was one of the assailants. My brain, swelling.
But
I need to go to the hospital.
he took part in the murders.
You are my face when the highlight of Hayden's day is getting validation from anime girls over a virtual murder case. What can I say, man? What can I say? It's been a boring COVID. What can I say? Where else is it gonna come from? Shadowlands got fucking delayed. Baldur's Gate doesn't come out till tomorrow. I'm just day in, day out doing D&D, working. This is new. Also, parlor room is one of my favorite themes, so getting to be the parlor room. Chef's kiss. The greatest thing in the world.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
I need validation for destroying 9-year-olds in Minecraft.
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement.
The waifus only improve from here. I'm not even after the waifus. I just want them all to die. Oh, good crack.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Yeah, the note.
Off of Taka's lifeless body.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
In his pants!
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Shadowlands got delayed. Yeah, it was coming out on the 26th of this month, and they delayed it. And they don't even have a new announcement date. They just have it later this year. I have been hyped for that since February. I know! I'm not doing well. It's frustrating. Shadowlands is the new World of Warcraft expansion, and I was very excited for it, but they went and delayed it. I mean, to be fair, they needed to. It was kind of shit, but, that's how it goes. Sometimes you get fucked. Hopefully the expansion will be even better now because they delayed it. That being said, though, it's a really notable event because they haven't delayed an expansion launch since Burning Crusade. Something like 12 years ago. Hayden goes to sleep smiling to himself knowing he's the reason anime chicks get murked by Monokuma. Hey, man. No, we're gonna watch it together. Actually, yeah, you're right. No. Oh, no, she's gonna be the first. She's gonna be the first. Oh, no, sorry. Second girl who dies from Monokuma, technically. But she's the one who's gonna get her own cutscene. Anyways, yeah, the last time they delayed an expansion was Burning Crusade, and Burning Crusade wasn't so much delayed as there was a game, and then they decided to make an expansion for it, and they had all the time in the world because expansions weren't really a thing at that time. Like, people were just like, wait, what the fuck? More World of Warcraft? Huh? Confused? They were just making patches at the time, and then they decided to make a whole goddamn expansion. 10 more levels, new world, new raids, everything, and then they started making more.
What? In his...
It still feels weird knowing Kyoko touched Chihiro's balls. No, was it Kyoko? No, it was Sakura, right? Because I don't know if Kyoko actually touched it. There's no proof that Kyoko touched it. Sakura, on the other hand, definitely touched it.
Yes, his pants.
His pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait.
Kyoko might have done it, but remember at the end... remember, like, towards the end of the case, Kyoko let everyone in there and then got Sakura to he was like, someone touch him, and she got Sakura to do it. It was in the middle of the trial.
Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants!
That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
TikTok and Huffy.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right? Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
I love this character now. Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but I can't let it get to me. It's about the Skywalker saga to come out. Isn't that like a game? Stop. Stop. Cease. I didn't want this.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. has nothing to do with TikTok.
Maybe that?
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m.
Hello there, Toko. That's scary.
Time doesn't matter.
We're on trial 3.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok. Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy.
I think I need to go
But remember what the note said.
that
What time did it say to meet?
into nothing to do with
6 a.m.,
TikTok,
I
I think.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Right there? Okay.
Shoot!
Okay, hold on.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for
Person who's intended for
been
must have been Huffy. So it can't.
But remember.
The note said.
What time did it say to meet?
Okay, hold on. Let me look at this note. In the equipment room at 6 a.m. I know I can speed it up. I'm trying to think it through.
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do.
Where's the what exactly is the contradiction? It's fuck, what's the goddamn contradiction? Nothing to do with TikTok. Well, I already did that.
Note, right? Then the person it was intended for
Oh, is the wristwatch on there?
must have been Huffy.
Oh, it is. I'm a fucking idiot.
But remember what the note said.
Nope.
Shoot!
Oh, no, never mind. It's the last one. Sorry.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it must have been Huffy.
But remember what time did it say to
6 a.m.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Got it. There it is.
No, that's wrong.
God, I'm so bad at this. God. It's embarrassing.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking
By the way, Toko, I'm not going to explain it. Toko and Unknown, I'm not going to explain it again. But I've already, explained this entire case. I already know what's going to happen. It's Celeste Hifumi. Celeste got Hifumi into it. Celeste was using the running around in order to give Hifumi the time to do all the stuff and give her an alibi. And then she whacked him while they were looking for the bodies after they got moved to the repository. I already fucking figured this whole goddamn case out. I figured out the whole thing. If you want to hear the explanation, I explained it at the start of the trial. I explained it about fucking an hour in. I don't know how long. You can always go back and check it out, but all of this has already been explained. I right now I'm just watching a recap of what I've already figured out.
The note said
I
at 6
took an hour and a half on Saturday
time
night,
Taka was murdered.
walking around a living room, figuring out this whole theory, full on Rain Man style.
We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note.
Boom.
I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that. No further objections.
Cool.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Because he wanted to hide it.
No less.
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead.
Yeah, I already got it.
When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless
Too
hand
easy.
was gripping a small scrap of paper.
I fully intend to play Danganronpa 2. I also intend to play Danganronpa 3. I also intend to play Danganronpa 1.5, although I don't know if we'll be playing that on stream.
If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on
I fully intend to play Danganronpa 2, and I'm very excited for it.
Then Taka's
Because
scrap
from what I've been told, it is better in every way than Danganronpa 1. And if I love this game as much as I already do, Danganronpa 2 is going to be fucking nuts.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Oh, you motherfucker. You're not about to come up here again. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't. I see you. I see. Don't. No, now he's going to go behind. Now he's going to go behind my monitor. My cat's fucking around. Fuck.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip.
Yeah, back up. Back up. Don't walk out. I'm doing other things right now. I can't pay attention to you. I'm just waiting for him to move forward. I'm going to grab him and show him to all of you. Don't do it. Don't do. There's nothing for you here. Yeah, back up. Back up. Fucking this cat, man.
Leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Oh, you got a new cat? If you're willing to just post like a Gazo link or something into the chat, that would be the best way. I'm sure you can. I'm sure doesn't YouTube have PMs? You can probably PM it to me in YouTube. Oh, you're so sneaky. You're so sneaky. I'm not gonna. You think I wouldn't notice you creeping up? You think I wouldn't notice you creeping up? Oh, hold on. Hold on. You think I wouldn't notice you? You wanna say something? You wanna say something? Hi. Come on, let me do this. Let me see how long he stays like this.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Sorry, no.
If only. Is this a 3? Okay, this might be crazy. Is that a 3D model? It looks like a 3D model the way the head is tilted.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely
Except he
dead.
wasn't, because he came back
Second party
alive.
Discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Celeste.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
We're closing in, Celeste. Also, Celeste is now getting very quiet.
After Taka's body vanished, but before we found both
Oh, he's
bodies
about
in
to
the
move.
repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus! Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way
Monokuma
Taka
file?
and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi.
I like watching Toko's thing go by.
Then put the hammer back where they found it.
I love fucking Sakura's power stance. She just doesn't give a shit. She's like, come at me. You're gonna fucking, I'll do whatever I want. I'm not even gonna look right at you.
Seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain.
Oh my god, I love this fucking villain. I love Byakuya. He's such a piece of shit.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
Right up against my skull, just like it should be. Oh, I think he's going.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either.
Hi. Hi, poopsies. You wanted your attention. You wanted your chance in the spotlight, and this is how you're gonna get it. This is how you're gonna get your chance in the spotlight, idiot. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him. Hi. Hi. Hi, beautiful. You're so cute.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments.
Oh, I can just, yeah.
But if the hammers were already laying around
I'll
those
give my kitty
other
some love
rooms,
while I,
So the question
while I just sit here.
how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Don't matter.
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
She used to kill Hifumi. Let me post Imgur links. You can't send me a PM to for Imgur? Try sending me a direct message. Alright, bye cat. Well, it's been nice having you around. You got your attention in the spotlight.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able...
Going to just grab that real quick. Boink. Oh, that's adorable! Oh! He's handsome. That's a handsome kitty. That's a handsome kitty. I love that.
How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
I think it's that there.
Check for more info.
Hold on. Hold on. .com/hammer time. Oh. It is a site. That has nothing to do with Danganronpa.
The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers. And, that's about it.
Every time.
What was used? Was it just maybe justice?
Well, there's one. How was the culprit?
His name is Charlie. I love that name for a cat.
Check out murdergear.com.
Well, what the murder weapon had to be one of the just.
No, that's
Boom.
the murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all.
I mean, it wasn't completely different. It was
completely different.
still a hammer.
But seriously, a different weapon?
Specifically,
It's like a
the
Justice
hammer
Hammer,
from the
but it's not.
The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
That's fair.
I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
The only thing I don't know is when they made all this.
True. That would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
I think Gerald would have been nice.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous.
Good play.
We talked
Good play.
about this, did we not?
We did talk about how there would be. Well, you've got like a whole class of students who are looking for it. To talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for him to work. But we're really thinning out the herd right now. I think this is gonna be a capture.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That's not it, but
That is how the rule was
just wanted to
explained
grab
to
it.
us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the, assuming the rule holds true.
I don't really get that, but let's go. Sure, I'll take it.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in the scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime.
Who was the second person supposed to be?
And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind.
I love Makoto's stance, like he's about to fucking draw a card in Yu-Gi-Oh! My move, Kaiba! Yeah!
The mastermind picked
I'm a little
target and
bitch!
managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so?
I can think of a couple people.
I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same, that was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved.
Ultimate
But
detective.
then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
True killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end... Purple realm! Shadows aren't purple. Shadows aren't really known for being purple. Silence! I'm just saying. Muerte Pinata, episode 52, I think, of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. Fucking hysterical video. Oh shit! Oh shit, I'm already on this?
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit from brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Her accent is fake! Wait, no, she's just bad at accents! Oh my god! Wait, she's just bad at accents! Holy shit! What the reveal? She just sucks at accents! Wait! She's not German, she's not French, she just sucks! Oh my god! What a twist! What a fucking twist! Are you kidding me? Oh my god! Oh shit, I just got condensation on my pants. Holy shit! Sorry, I doubted Danganronpa. I thought that maybe they got some low quality voice actors. I'm not gonna lie. I've not been super impressed by the voice acting, but here we are.
Pardonnez-moi.
That's not the proper French term, right? Isn't it like je suis pardon? Pardonnez-moi. Is that right? Is that right? That doesn't sound right. Excuse me. From to French. Yeah, it's excusez-moi. Wait, pardon me? Hold on. Pardon me. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Pardonnez-moi is not proper French. Pardonnez would be, yeah, it would be for someone else. I I don't think pardonnez-moi is correct. I don't think that's correct French.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the
Wow, she
investigation,
actually-
there was
that's
certain
fucking hysterical.
behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual
They were
in
the only
suit,
two to corroborate the
doesn't
theory.
it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
I think it might be the point.
The adults are talking now.
Byakuya. I know you didn't just fucking shush me. I know you didn't just call me a kid. Byakuya. I know you didn't just fucking do that. I know you didn't just fucking do that.
Sorry.
Don't you fucking apologize. Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill Byakuya.
As he said, only Celeste
I'm
and
going to
Hifumi
kill
ever laid eyes on
Byakuya.
a costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
We headed
stairs.
to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
Wow, that's kind of big brain.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste was wrong. That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. Yeah, I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us
Really?
all up to the
That's
physics
so
lab,
funny.
it was time for her partner to get to work.
I'm a bitch. It came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. Yeah.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
So fucking
In
smart.
fact,
I'm so
Celeste
smart.
was precisely the one
I'm
who
so
proposed
smart. I
that we
told
split
y'all
up.
I fucking solved this case. I'm actually stoked. I'm excited for the post stream.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together,
Fuck.
all those
I'm
chance
feeling well
events
good right now.
suddenly become connected. And on top
Oopsies.
of that piercing cry of yours early on.
Can I see transcript? No, there. There it is. Yeah, there's. Thought it was only dot to dot.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor. Everything's going according
Oh, okay. All right. Fair play.
Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste,
Murdered?
you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
Again.
You
Yeah.
wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any
Planting.
doubt in our
That was
minds.
there's been a lot of planting. She's been like there's been a lot of planting. I didn't mention this earlier, but this is like what I meant was that she was guiding people. So when she's saying there's a shadow, we need to go here. Like she's planting evidence in planting thoughts in the head so that they think it's their idea to go to said area.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by
So
itself, but start
fucking
putting them
intelligent.
together and
Oh
the picture
my
gets very
God.
ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
I'm going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys did. Died. Oh! Fair. I didn't notice that.
I remember her saying that too, but
Because the only other two guys that have died were during executions, not during murders. Well, Chihiro,
Toko
but
and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four
that's
of
actually
us
really
headed
good
to
because
the nurse's
plausibly
office.
you could even if you did think that was weird, you could attribute it to Chihiro, Mondo, and Leon.
Now, the entire
Leon.
time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
That's right, and it could have meant anyone that died so far, but she said those guys specifically instead of they, which would be normal plural if you're talking about just people who have died. And she's specifically addressing being murdered, not being executed, which is two different things. And only one guy, only Hifumi and Chihiro had been killed at that point. But Chihiro was thrown in the back and also just, I mean, granted, it's a bit of a stretch, but I see where they're going with it.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
No. Why don't you give it a shot?
Shoot!
I want to give that a shot.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this.
Maybe Monokuma file?
Enjoying the sight of us standing. They must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like, and that is all I.
and that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Wait, is it just those guys?
All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
That? Is it literally just that?
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Okay, that isn't it? Okay.
Shoot!
Let me think then.
All I said was,
They must really be enjoying. The
So
sight of us.
strange.
They must be. We are all going to.
Wait,
we are
so-
going to die. John, that is all.
And that's all.
I don't
What
understand.
was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I mean, okay, I don't know.
All I said. They must
It feels
really
like the
be
use of this
enjoying
just
the
changes
sight
from
of
time
us.
to time. I don't know.
We are all going to die. We are
I
going
can't really put it into words, but I don't vibe with it. For some reason, I don't like understand it, and maybe it's just because like I've got too many going on,
That's
but
right.
that doesn't seem right to me,
There's no
especially in those
reason
ones.
Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
That's the same point.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
I don't know why they turned that into a game. We've already covered that point.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
Oh.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Yes.
So let's put the suit on, and
No.
then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a
He
lie,
may have been in the suit at the
how
time.
could
I
the
don't think it
picture
matters.
exist?
Simple.
He was put in the suit simply
Are we
to
sure that's really a
he was
picture
put in
of
the
the
suit
suspect
simply
dragging
to
Hifumi away?
have it like have someone to put the blame
What
on.
could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
It wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. It was Hifumi holding up the suit. Hifumi's dragging the suspect away.
I got it!
Hifumi's holding
It's
it up.
not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
Hence why he was straining. Because he was lifting it up onto his back.
Dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the
Oh,
person in the
that's
robot
clever.
suit.
Oh yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense now I'm looking at it. I mean, I thought it was a fabricated picture before, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's totally possible that that's him carrying the suit. Hence why he's so strange.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and
Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'm just sitting back and letting the ride happen. Yeah, was really it possible? Oh, we do not have another one of these. Okay, no, it's good. Okay, fuck me. Jesus Christ.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Disgusting.
like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune
Oh, fuck me.
is the culprit after all.
No way! You dressed me up in that, then you just draped me across. You tried to make me look like the.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person inside the suit, there's no
Way they could stand.
Got it.
No, that's wrong.
100%. Okay.
No.
I do like that these are all voiced, because it's nice to have a break.
They could still stand up like that. Because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
You really can't bend the waist. Seems like a pretty, yeah.
That's right. They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Yep. Oh, we got a new picture. We got a new picture. See, if I've learned anything from Ace Attorney, and I've learned many things, but it's when you get a new picture, the end is near. That's when you know. When there's a new sprite that you haven't seen before, that means you've got it. You're on the right track.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Not quite. It's gonna be the one wraparound. She's gonna go back to calm. Or she's gonna fucking go ballistic. It's one of the two. There it is, calm. Or maybe both? Or both. It's both.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot. What do you mean, checkmate?
Both! I was right! It was both.
Celeste? Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hifumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. It was Yasuhiro, because Yasuhiro was, yeah, the one they planted. I fucking already told this! I called it ages ago! I'm just watching a rewrite!
Answer was quite clear, was it not?
I'm so smart and very, very weak.
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
That doesn't sound right when you're saying it in an American accent.
Wait! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko.
I love her.
What do you mean by that?
So fun.
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
I got it!
I think that's right, yeah.
Our last names.
I never noticed
He called
that.
us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
I love this. I feel so fucking good right now.
Don't talk.
Don't talk. Hey!
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
For a gambler.
No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person.
Is Celeste's last name Yasuhiro?
And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Really? Well, I couldn't have fucking predicted that. I'm happy. I'm happy with my prediction that the setup was that Yasuhiro killed him. So in his delirious final moments, he thought it was Yasuhiro.
To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit. Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you?
You're about to be.
Well, do I?
She's fucking throwing down the signs.
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us
She's
in.
quite angry.
What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open.
And listen up while I think of one.
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg, Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Make her accept it. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Ah, no. Here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I thought we were going for a fucking Hangman's Gambit? No. Whatever it's called. Choose bullet battle. Bullet battle?
Hifumi was trying
I think it's
to
gonna be
tell
using
us
her words
something.
against her.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
Gonna grab that.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is...
Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth.
She does. She does do Angry
You
Vera.
have no way to contradict me. That's the only truth there is! Moron!
Hifumi was trying to tell us something.
Was this given to us by Hifumi? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna look at the handbooks real quick. Hold on. No, I'm gonna go for it. Hold on.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might...
It would have to be you, Celeste.
How many times Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan to go on?
I'm not pretending. And since
You have no way to contradict me.
Okay. All right. Fair. I want to give it a shot. I wanted to give it a shot. I don't remember who gave that to me. Maybe it was Yasuhiro. I thought it might have been fun.
Hifumi was trying.
Okay. You're right,
He
Nick. Though
wanted
you're
us
right.
to know the killer's last name.
if there's one person...
It would have to be you, Celeste.
How many times Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan to go on?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to
Contradict me.
That's the only
Oh,
truth
fuck
there
you.
is, moron! Hifumi was he wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person...
It would have to be you, Celeste.
How many times Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending. And since you have... That's the only
Oh my god.
moron!
Fuck.
Hifumi was
He wanted us to know the killer's last name.
If there's one person...
It would have to be you, Celeste.
How many times do I have
Okay.
Celestia Ludenberg!
Okay.
God!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since
You have no way to contradict.
Got it. Fuck me.
No, that's wrong.
Fuck. Fucking.
That's it. The handbook.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
What's her name? I wonder what his name is. I can't be Yasu. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm actually a little bit disappointed by that one. I'm a little bit disappointed. Not gonna lie.
So all
I really
we have
am.
to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll
I love
bring
this part.
everything to an end.
I actually love the comic book. Closing argument. All right. Oh, they just know. Look at the fucking picture. They just know. Oh my god, he's grotesque. Let me just look around first. Hold on. Maybe over here. So 1 a.m. Because what happened at 1. That's not evidence. He's just trying to do it. Don't fucking make fun of me. I like figuring it out. This is there. That was like 6 o'clock. Then at 6 o'clock he would have used... Brr. I'm talking about Super Saiyan. Because he got, I think he got Mondo, sorry, Chihiro, whose name I can't remember, Alter Ego, performed as like Mondo to try to cheer him up, and then he went Super Saiyan. This would have been Justice Hammer 1, right? I'm gonna keep going for a second. I don't know why I'm so fucking confused about this one. I just cannot figure this out. Hey, Quinn. The library, he used something to fake the existence of... Oh, no, this was library. Sorry. I had it wrong. Number 2. And then here... Somewhere's in the nervous... this was number 3. And then this was... Hold on. Yeah, it was one of these. I think that's it. Oh, one more. Who is it they summoned first? Would have been this guy.
The killer is you! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder.
Here it goes! We got the track!
Was...
Yeah!
With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
By the way, the reason they did this, the reason Celeste did this, the motive, she's a gambler. No, 1 million may not be a lot of money. She may have been right about that. But what else are you gonna fucking gamble for? Plus, this is the ultimate risk. Needs the reward, but you know, if you like gambling, you don't like gambling for the money. I think if you're in it for a long haul, you like money for the risk. You like gambling for the risk.
That someone they met with was Hero. The murderous duo intended to pass Hero off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault.
I'm feeling real good.
They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hero.
Feeling real fucking good right now.
They shoved him.
That's the
still
other one, yeah.
unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
I don't know how you fucking snuck up on Taka.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crime.
This trial is overly complicated, but I like it. It puts a new spin on things. It's a new type of crime. It's a new way to approach it, and I had a really fun time putting all the pieces into place. I think that they put enough. I think that with Sakura, they had a viable reason to like allow you to be able to recap before you got to that point. And while yes, it is complicated, I personally think that it works in the trial's favor. Personally, I think it was a very crazy and fun case to do. The investigation, not so much, but maybe I am just crazy.
So,
I could be.
Next, they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be.
I do think it is. You're right. It is very complicated, but I like it that way personally for this one.
The first fake incident was the attack.
That being said, it could have been a lot worse.
There,
This could have been a shitty
killers
case.
wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds.
Man, I'm kind of a hypocrite for not like saying Hifumi.
That the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as
A
they
plant.
did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's
So fucking
office,
happy with
and
this.
Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office, and once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and use the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository.
So fucking happy with
That
this.
explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Celeste. Mwah. Thankies. Is that new? That is new to shop, right?
Sorry, you lose.
Feeling well good, boys. Feeling well good.
Lost? I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Oh.
Taiko?
Seems awfully nice about it.
You finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Alright. I mean, I'm not going to respect you as you go down. You're not getting a salute, but... fair play. Nothing but A's. Nothing but A's. Not one failure. Nothing but A's. You know how it is, guys. I don't fail. I don't fail. What are you talking about? I'm perfect at this game. Oh shit, hold on. They're perfect. You're so cute. I don't fail. This is the first and only time I've done this case. I went into it. I knew the whole result. Nailed it. By the way, just want to reiterate again, I fucking called this whole case. Yeah, it was complicated, but damn was it fun to figure out. Because I really figured this out. I'm impressed with myself. I'll toot my own horn. I don't give a fuck. I nailed that. First time we did that case.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Okay. All right. Respect for going down without swinging. You're still a piece of shit, but respect.
No. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Oh, if you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong
Just real quick,
one?
is this a unanimous vote or is it majority? I don't think it matters because like everyone knows who it is, but like just curious, you know? There it is. Everyone sit back and enjoy the show. Oh, never mind. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro. Also, try not to be too loud because it's like after 10 o'clock, so I don't want to like wake up my neighbors or something. You know, just be careful. I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
Except she didn't... Hifumi played his part perfectly. Perfectly. Right? Like, assuming this was up to your plan, this is your plan, fucking nailed it. So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her speciality. Lying. My speciality. Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So
Then did you use... You know. I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Oh, okay. Okay, now full respect. Full respect. I think I'll give her a salute on the way out. Full respect. She could have fucked us all right there. She could have fucked us all. But I gotta admit, she fights to the bitter end and then loses honorably. I can't be mad at that. Is he talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it had disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you. Alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you okay
It was
with
Taka.
this?
He stole it. What?
So
And I have
then-
proof. Would you like proof? Would you like to see it? You know what, Kenneth? Shut the fuck up. I can say that now. You know, I'm not bound by any policies. Shut the fuck up. As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken, you know what, to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I had shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did she do it? How did he do it? He was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
As for me,
Glasses. He covered them so he had to use the rag and then just ditched the rag in the media. He said carrying it with him to dumping it. He knew the tar about the dolly. It wouldn't have been. True. Alright, fair play. Fair play. That's actually really good. Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me. Oh, gross.
what?
And no. Okay, never mind. Respect gone. Oh, wait. Oh. It's so fucked, but this is like a situation in which you kind of have to use whatever. I fucking hate it. But I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, and I'm not surprised. I'll be honest. I do not fucking like it. I do not support it. But well fucking played. You did it. You're a piece of shit, and you're a terrible person, but well played, I guess. And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. Yeah, actually. You're right. It is. I mean, I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but
Say
I never imagined he would go that far. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I don't care that he broke his elbow. I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape, and he has made you his target. Escape? You don't mean Taka is going to try and kill you. He's got a... Over his left shoulder, he's got a fucking... an outfit. He brought that outfit with him to this school. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Ugh. Ugh.
Indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself. That bastard. Bastard.
Honestly.
Can we allow him continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She. I have to save her.
Actually,
Then he could have made it. You are correct, Nick. It's almost likely that he made it. Probably to the perfect size. Then would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. Huh? I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. No, I do not. 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 I do not want to see that. I do not want to see that. You do not want. I do not want to see that, Arabella. I do not want to see that. I cannot reiterate how important it is that you understand that I do not want to see that. Never. Not once. Never have I ever. Not on Google. Not on Google. I didn't. No, I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's gross. It's gross. I don't want that kind of sin in my chat. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt too. It was a real pain in the butt too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid.
huh?
That's it.
Let's see.
And the traitor. And in that regard, I made the right choice. So I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry.
Well,
Monokuma, Daddy, hold me. But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you would actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And you really believe that? Well, of course. I don't know what accent to do. I'm going to do the original. Well, of course. That wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end,
So you had planned to kill him all along. But of course, there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That is a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean.
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder
No,
about
he
that.
derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money?
Hmm.
Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape.
But
all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little
Obviously that was a lie. Yeah.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here. I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. Oh, that's kind of sad. Then do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream, and accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. What was this dream of yours?
isn't it
To
wonderful?
live in a European castle? A castle? I want to like this. I really do. Because, like, everything... Oh, whoa, what the fuck? How'd that happen? Don't mind that. I don't know how that got swapped. Everything over here, like this section over here, great. I love it. All of this shit, all of those things right there, that piece, no, those, I don't like it. I don't like that very much. That, great. Beautiful. Keep it there. I love it. That shit, fucking, I don't want it. Make it go away. I'm scared. I don't like. I don't like. And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Oh, so it was intentional. Oh, God, it's just awful. Once I had obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Alright, I'm kind of sad that I didn't get the motive right, but I'm happy with my motive, and I solved the case, so fuck you. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? It is a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes,
That's right.
indeed.
I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had the choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey.
You just get executed again. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills.
You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The black can disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, Take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Everyone enjoy. For the things that you did, for the way that you played it, and for the way that you went down, Celeste, I salute you. For everything else, you're a piece of shit. Oh. Another one down. Only 7 people left. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives. Jeez. And I thought you guys were going to pass the torch of hope to the next generation. What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here. You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad. Yes, it is. But that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you going to make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste? So, what's the deal with that? Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? Oh, what? Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean? Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here. Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya.
See ya. Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although, it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, It's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means... Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well, then we better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head back to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later. Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo,
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go to get together? It's not like I like him or anything. Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So
We
then...
need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe. Thank goodness. I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
You...
Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious people believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. What a bitch. What a pussy. Need to fix this. Here. That's what I said, right? Yeah. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then,
That's fine.
fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko to believe in her, I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it, and in the storage closet there, way in the back. She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? I don't like being alone. I don't like being alone at midnight. Wait, I'm gonna do some looking around. It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about, could it really be hidden here? She said it was way in the back of the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in, kashunk. At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Nice and stealthy. See you guys. See you, unknown. I'd fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back wall was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet, and way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room. But what's in here? Okay, there's two things. Okay. There's a bunch of files, and it looks like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope Peak Academy Student Registry? This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand. Before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I can understand if it said I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words. You must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? I... A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then... darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much, at least. Okay, I want to actually look at this now. What the fuck? I thought it was over. Just a normal desk with normal drawers. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... As if from a vast distance I heard a sound. It was faint but undeniable. That sound. It's coming from the gym? As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here? In the gym? What the fuck's happening? I wanted to end the stream. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Oh, we got some nice cheek right there. Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. What the fuck is happening? No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
No! No! Why isn't it Yasuhiro? It should be... No! Also, the deal?
I made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay.
Is she a robot? Is she a robot? Is she just built like a brick? Is the only reason she's built like a brick shit house is because she's a robot?
But you do realize realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be? The mastermind spy is... Motherfucker. I'm sad, man. I'm sad. Save data. And everyone, that's where we're gonna leave it off for today's stream. Holy shit. I don't yet know how I feel about that one. Not gonna lie. I think Yasuhiro was the better play, but I don't know how I feel about that one. Nevertheless, I took a big fucking fat W this stream. I don't even know how to react to any of this shit. Who whacked me? Was it Kyoko? I don't know. Everyone who was gathered, everyone who came along, some new people even. Thank you all very much for coming along. I hope you all enjoyed this stream, and please everyone, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful week. And please, be good to each other.